Well, guys, I'm finally here. New deck profile for Pokemon. This is the deck that I used in my match against Hyper Librarian Brian when he in his EX Tech deck. This is Blaziken. As you can see, it's not the EX. It is Evolution Line. It is Burning Shot Blaziken. So we'll get right into it. First, I run the three Burning Shot Blaziken. Discard 2 energies. Deal 150 to a Pokemon. Active, benched, whatever. You can snipe the bench. Hit their active pretty hard. It's a very devastating attack. It's really powerful. And double colorless, burning energy. Just set up that 150 each turn. Also, clutch is pretty good as well for double colorless. Do 50 damage and your opponent can't retreat. So that's still pretty good. And then I run one Spreading Flames Blaziken. He himself is quite good as well. His Spreading Flame sets up my fire bench Pokemon. It attaches 3 fire energy from discard pile to my bench in any way that I like, so I can set up other Blazikens, I can set up some of my other Pokemon. And then Heat Blow is really good as well, just for a fire and a colorless, deal 100 damage, just in case. Then we got the Ancient Trait, Torchic, just for the draw power. 2 Ninetales, again for the draw power or flare bonus. Discard a fire energy, draw 3. And then Fire Blast, there has been a couple of matches where I've actually had to use Fire Blast. He's not your main hitter, but if it happens to come to that, Fire Blast for 130. It's still a really good attack. And then, flip a coin if heads, or if tails, discard fire energy. If you're running burning energy, so that doesn't really matter, because if you discard it, it'll come right back on him. But this is mainly in here, like I said, for the draw power. Then one Camerupt EX. This guy is my secondary heavy hitter. I really like him. I'll just probably keep him as a one of. Just like some of my other decks, I usually have a one of as like a backup heavy hitter, and he has won me a lot of games just because of his explosive jet attack. You can discard as many fire energy attached to your Pokemon as you want. Now that's not active, that's not just him. Just if you have a fire energy on a Pokemon on your field, you can detach it or discard it for his attack, and it does 50 per each one discarded this way. He can get up into really big numbers because of Blacksmith and the Spreading Flames Blaziken, because you can just throw all your energy in the grave and then spread it around anyway, and then Explosive Jet for big numbers. I killed a Charizard EX with this, and just because I hit it for over 400 damage. So I like him as just that tech one of heavy hitter. And then one Houndoom. I just wanted more basics. I went against a Glaceon deck in the Evolution line, in addition to being a water deck anyway. But it was a really good matchup, but what really hurt me was my Blaziken could not hit Glaceon because of its attack. So I put in more EXs. Houndoom is not as good as Camerupt, but I still like it because it can set up Camerupt with its Grand Flame, attaching a fire energy from discard pile to one of my bench Pokemon. So I ran for that reason, just more setup. And then my last Pokemon, Simulation Pansage. Firefling is really good. Add 3 fire energy from your discard pile back to your hand, and then it sets up for Hand Fling. It does 10 damage per card in your hand. So, and this deck has a lot of draw power, so you can do some massive damage with this monkey. And it's also good if you go against the water deck, because it might be your weakness being a fire deck, but then you have their weakness in the grass monkey. that is it for Pokemon. Next, 4 Scorched Earth. Like I said, a lot of draw power. You probably really don't need to run 4, but I run 4 just for the Stadium Wars, just to get some stadiums off the field. 3 Rare Candy. Just skip Combuskin altogether, just to go right into Blaziken, because the Torchic is pretty good. It comes in handy because you can potentially draw 4 with his attack. So we don't need Combuskin, and then Rare Candy, just drop that Blaziken right away. 2 Flare Torches, more draw power. 3 Professor's Letter, just to get to our energy for our draw engine of the deck. 2 Muscle Band. Muscle Band makes Blaziken hit active for 170, which kills most EXs. It makes Camerump hit even harder, as well as Simisage. So I really like Muscle Band in this. We got 2 switches. Some of these guys have a heavy retreat cost. Well, Camerump has the heaviest as 4, but I really don't want to pay a double colorless to retreat with Blaziken. So most of the time I'll just use switch instead of that. I mean, I don't have Blacksmith, so I can just get the energy back, but I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just switch this way and just like conserve my energy, so I don't have to, like, you know, potentially wait a turn to hit again, because in card games 1 turn can either win it or lose it for you. 1 Ultra Ball to get to the stuff that you need. If you need a Blaziken, if you need one of your EXs, you need to evolve one of your guys, whatever it is, you know, Ultra Ball and get there. Discard Fire Energy and then, you know, Blacksmith it back on. Battle Compressor, I use this really only to dump the burning energies into grave as fast as possible to set up for Blacksmith. If I draw it late game, then I can use it to get rid of some dead Professor's Letters, or, you know, any card you don't need to draw. 1 Energy Retrieval. You mainly want your energies in the grave, but there is some situations where you want to have fire energy in hand for your draw power, like your Scorched Earth or your Fire Torches, or if you just need to, you know, attach them from hand. So I run the 1 Energy Retrieval for that. And for supporters, for Blacksmith, just set up your fire guys just right away, basically. Double colorless, Blacksmith, you set up Camerump, you set up Blaziken. This is such a good card. 4 Tyrannos. Run Tyranno over Sycamore in this deck, only because of Simisage. Like, I want my hand, like, I don't want to get rid of my hand. I want to keep my hand just building and building, and then Simisage can swing for just heavy damage. 2 Skyla. Search out those rare candies, search out Professor's Letter if you need energy, search out just whatever you need to get to what you need faster. Search out your field spell if you're in the field spell war, so Skyla. And 1 Lysander. In this deck, you a lot of times don't need Lysander because you can hit the bench with Blaziken. But there is certain Pokemon, like if they're setting up an EX and you have a Muscle Band on your Blaziken, you can Lysander it out and just take it out right away. So it comes in handy for that, so I like to at least run 1. Then now on the energies, 4 double colorless, cause Blaziken, Camerump, they all take double colorless. Mainly though, Camerump, you want to use all fire energy on him. You want to use as much fire as you can with Camerump, just so you can 1-hit kill anything. And 4 burning energy. This card's amazing for this deck. Just if it's discarded as a fire Pokemon's attack, reattach it. So burning shot becomes basically free. Well, by free I mean you don't discard for it. You just discard these, they come right back, so you can burning shot every turn with these guys. And then if you have 4 of these, if you somehow have 4 of these, or you double Blacksmith these onto Camerump, you can hit for 400 or 200 every turn. So, you know, getting there. And then finally, 8 basic fire. This is a lot of energy, but this deck goes through energy. You can speed through your deck quite fast because it's all draw power, and then draw power to get to your engine and whatnot. So there's a lot of energy. The best thing about this deck is, since this came out so late, all the fire cards just say just fire energy. It doesn't specify basic or special, so you can use your field spell. You can use Scorched Earth with the special fire energy. You can use Blacksmith with the special fire energy, Fiery Torch with it. It doesn't matter because they all say just attach a fire energy or do whatever with a fire energy, not distinguishing between either or. So it's really, really good for this. But anyway, guys, that's the deck. It's been updated since I played it in that match with Brian. But I really like this deck. It's really fun. It's a really fun deck to play. That's the best thing I can say about it. Competitive level, I couldn't tell you because if you've watched this channel for any time at all, you know I'm not a competitive player. But it still does really, really well in our local tournaments. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and Jables out.